Amazing Digital Circus Beach episode. 7 episodes down, 2 more to go. The latest episode is probably the best episode so far, certainly the most intense one. They generally been getting longer and more in depth, and a lot to unpack. Spoilers. Now, getting to specific aspect, there's a twist. It's bait and switch where it seems like they're going to escape the circus, but it's just an elaborate adventure by Kane. However, I wouldn't say this is all for nothing. Not quite an all your theories are wrong situation. Sure, this is a dead end and to blink NPC theories a dud, but we still got a lot of information from this. Something overall about the show is that consequences do matter. We do see characters change and be affected by the events around them. Throughout the events of the show, we see most of the cast grow closer together, while Jax is deteriorating due to his self-imposed isolation. And after this episode, we are bound to get more of that. Now, getting to the main twist of the episode, as soon as we're introduced to Abel, I had a sense something was up. Like, it was really convenient for this guy to just show up and happen to have all the answers. There were a lot of other tells, like him being weirdly sympathetic to Kane, and how dramatic the Abel reveal was. However, we are towards the end of the series, and we are at a point where we'd expect some plot progression. And emotionally, we do want these characters to get out of the circus. Also, earlier, we had Jax literally call this out possibly being a trap, which was honestly helpful for making me believe this might be real, because someone else is calling out how fake this seems, so it would be dramatic tension for how Jax would screw this up. Here we have another layered twist, which I'd argue is the more interesting one, which is which digital circus member is going to pop the bubble. There's a lot of tension directed towards Kinger, which Abel is distrustful of. And from our perspective, it's like, why? He's always been super reliable throughout the series. And when the question comes down whether we trust Kinger or Abel more, most of us would probably go with Kinger. Through him, we also get more new information. Like he's not just the oldest, but was literally involved in the creation of a circus. And that there was a first abstraction. So he's likely key to all of them getting out eventually. Going all the way to the ending, Pomni decides to put in Kinger's hands which button they should choose, doing what everyone is thinking and trust Kinger. We get a lot of pushback while Pomni's trying to rationalize things out. Then in the back, Jax starts tweaking. Panic sets in. If you found the episode as tense as I did, you're going to be empathizing with Jax. And ultimately comes down to this. Kinger is rational to focus on, but this place isn't about rationality, it's about emotions. Which is why it makes sense for Jax to frantically run for front and press the red button. There's speculation why I pressed the button, and it would be the big thing to address in the next episode. He did literally save everyone by picking the choice that Kane liked. However, there is clearly more to him tweaking with his flashes to a real world. Maybe he doesn't want to leave. It's impressive Jax isn't my favorite character, generally unlikable. That honor goes to Zubul. But hey, he ended up proving himself in this episode. Anyway, what are some of your thoughts on the episode? How you feel going forward? Feel free to let me know, and cheers.